so the last problem I've chosen to do is 921, and the point of this problem is to find velocity at various heights in different types of terrains. So it gives us the power law here, which is u equals a y to the nth power, and that two constants, a and n, in this formula here depend on the roughness of the terrain. So it also gives us this figure here, which shows the velocity profiles on different types of terrains. So the first part of the question asks us to find the velocity at 30 feet when the velocity at 4 feet is 20 feet per second at the bottom of a boat. So we know that we're going to use this velocity profile right here to solve that equation. So we want to start with our power law, and we can substitute in what it gives us for u1. So 20 foot equals a times 4 raised to the 0.16 power, and that constant is given from us from the roughness of this terrain here. So we're looking for u2, and so we can go ahead and plug in what we have here. So we have u2 equals a times 30 foot raised to the 0.16 power, and we're going to go ahead and solve both of these equations, setting them up here, and we know that the a's are going to cancel out because they're constants and they depend on the roughness of the terrain, and this is the same terrain throughout it. So once you go ahead and solve for u2, we have u2 equals 27.6 feet per second. So then part B of the question asks us to find the velocity on the 60th floor of a building if the velocity on the 10th floor of a building is 10 miles per hour. So we're going to solve it using the same process here, and so we set up our u1. So 10 miles per hour equals a times the 10th floor raised to the 0.4 power. So we don't know the exact height of the 10th floor, but it's irrelevant because when we substitute this up, as long as our units stay consistent, it won't matter, it'll cancel out. So then from u2, looking at the velocity on the 60th floor, we have u2 equals a times 60 to the 0.4 power, and we go ahead and solve both of those equations. And so you'll see here how it doesn't really matter what the units are because they'll go ahead and cancel. And we know that u2 equals 20.48 miles per hour.